What's going on, guys? Coach Josh here. I'm here with Coach Hector here at Empire Gym, the best bodybuilding gym in Miami. So today Hector has some questions for me. We're gonna do a little interview just to get to know each other.
I can see myself now, it's better.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is actually the second time we're filming this. The battery died on the last one, kind of a noob move, but either way, he's gonna ask me a few questions, and just so you guys can get to know me better, get to know us both as coaches, and yeah, let's get it going, man. So
how long have you been working out, Josh?
how long I've been working out? So yeah, man, so I've been working out for about, I'd say like 16. I've been working out for about 13 years, right? So like I got into training. The first time I picked up weights was like my freshman year in high school when I got into the high school basketball team, right? But unfortunately, like my junior year going into my senior, I got cut from the basketball team, right? So I was about 18 years old at that time, and
they couldn't afford him. He was the best one on the team.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the reason why I got cut is that there was too many guards in the team, and unfortunately I was the weakest link. It was a short team, so they had to let me go. And from there, I was pretty much lost once I got cut. Like, I felt like everything was stripped away from me, everything that I loved and everything that I knew. So from there, I got into bodybuilding and strength training just because, like, all throughout middle school and high school, I was very skinny. I got picked on a lot. I was called like weak, skinny. So I kind of wanted to redeem myself and like prove others wrong, right? And bodybuilding and strength training did that for me. It helped me feel like empowered, So
Did you have certain people that bullied you in school? Like specific people?
Yeah, like I kind of forgot who, like, if I really think about it, I know who they are,
Have you ran into them now, now that you're older?
Yeah, I have ran into them, but like, I'm so much of a better person now that like, I've kind of like forgot about it.
I'm a terrible person. If I run into my bully now, we're gonna have a confrontation.
Oh shit, like that?
I'll be like, yo, what's up, remember me? I'm gonna shake his hand real hard, grip his shoulder a little,
Yeah, I hear you, man. You were bullied also, or you had like bullies?
A little bit in middle school.
Yeah.
In middle school, because I was kind of chunky.
Okay.
I like to eat. And then I got super skinny, and when I got skinny, there was another set of issues there.
Oh my God.
Until I started working out, I started getting bigger, and I kind of
yeah.
stopped like late high school, I guess.
Gotcha.
But it was mostly middle school for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah. There's one person I still have in mind though.
Oh, you gotta confront him.
Yo, what's good? What's up, bro? It's been a while.
Yeah. So how long have you been training for?
I've been working out 9th grade high school. I'm class of 09, so
Yeah.
I'd say I started working around 2006. I started working out.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been
Training has been, closer to after 2015, 2016, maybe 2017, where I got more serious.
Right.
But again, there's a difference between, working out when you start bullshitting around with your friends. You're trying to lift weights because you want to look like Arnold, so you figure that you do biceps curl every day with the dumbbells and leg press, and you're gonna get there. And eventually, when you get the rhythm of things and you're more familiar with machines in the gym, you get curious and you want to learn,
Yeah.
And that's where I kind of started, taking it a little more serious.
Yeah, an interesting topic. Kind of like you asked me like before, like what's the difference between training and working out, right? So it's something I'd like to talk about, because most people, when they think about going to the gym, they just think about working out, right? They just want to go in, they go through the motions, and they leave, but when you're actually training, you're actually focusing on improving yourself. You're actually focusing on bettering yourself and pushing your body to its limits, right?
What's your mentality when you walk into the gym?
Yeah, so it really depends. Like, right now, like I'm so used to training that it's kind of like brushing my teeth, but definitely everyone has better days than others, right? Like you can't have the good days without having the bad days, right? So it depends what kind of mood I'm in. Like when I'm in a really good mood, right? Like I just feel it like driving, as I'm driving to the gym, like I feel like the hairs on my back stand up, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Is there anything you put in your head?
Man, I don't really think of like, I know some people, they have like a negative thought or what someone told them, but sometimes I can use that as motivation, but for me personally, I can't explain it. It's almost like an instinct that I'm just ready to lift the whole gym off the ground, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it's
yeah, the reason everybody has a different thought process, you know? That's why I'm always curious of what people put in their heads before they walk into the gym. Some, you know, some people just look forward to, you know, okay, I got legs today. Let me figure I'm gonna do squats, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But then me, for example, I'll be in the car driving to the gym, and yeah, sometimes I'm tired, or sometimes I feel good, sometimes I feel bad. But eventually there's a point before the workout where there's a switch that clicks, and the emotion just, it doesn't matter how I feel, it goes away.
Right.
And I'm thinking, what am I working out today? Back. Right. I'm gonna kill my back today.
Yeah.
I have a problem with my little back, and I'm gonna destroy every muscle fiber that I can. I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna grab every weight, and I'm gonna squeeze the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
You know? Until I fucking die. And then I know I'm done. And that's kind of what I start like engraving in my head, along with whatever music I put, you know?
Right.
But I kind of like to look at every workout like that. Like if I have arms, I always like to take, you know, at least 10 minutes before I meditate. All right, I'm gonna die again.
Yeah.
I want to feel like, I don't want to have arms anymore. I want to push so much blood into my biceps that the skin is gonna come apart.
Damn.
And then I try to keep that mentality, and then I walk in and try to, like, you know, get it done.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And I think, and that to me, again, going back to my question, I asked that because psychology and your mindset it's
everything.
It could be everything you do in here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So when it comes to, you know, the way you look at training and the way you treat it, you know, it starts from here.
Yeah, 100%. And
so
like
just having that fury of, you know, you're already programming yourself that you're gonna kill weights, that intensity is already engraving in your head. So once you're grabbing that and you feel tired because of everything you told yourself before, you're gonna be like, oh, fuck that. Keep going.
Yeah,
you know?
keep going. Yeah, heck yeah. And like that's one thing like we also talked about, like as coaches, right, most people wouldn't understand that, and like most people don't know how far they can push themselves, right?
Yeah.
And
keep dropping this little bottle in front of the camera.
Yeah, but like most people don't know like what their limit is, and you won't know until you have a coach or a gym partner that's pushing you to that limit, right? And like that's kind of our job as coaches. Like if you're looking to truly improve, right? Because like I said, most people know what to do, they know who to reach out for help, but they have that mental barrier that's stopping them from actually following through, you know. And as coaches, we got to be there to motivate them so they can break barriers and actually make progress, right? And that's when you're getting into training, when you're actually trying to do better than your previous workout, right? When you're aiming to perform better, right? That's when you're getting into the realm of training, as opposed to just coming in here and just going through the motions, right? Like,
and wasting time.
Right?
Yeah. But you come in here, you have a purpose. You know, that's where the training comes in. Like, why are you here?
Right.
To break down muscle fiber, to get better, to grow, to lose body fat.
Right.
If you're just moving things around, you know, you're not getting your heart rate up. You're resting too much in between sets. You're more worried about the girl on the treadmill because she's beautiful. Yeah. You want to go flirt with her. You know, you want to go talk to you know, your friends that are in the other corner, and they decide they're gonna skip leg day, so you're gonna skip it too. Yeah. That's not training.
That's not training.
That's not training.
Man.
Oh, preferred training style, and that's where I feel we're very different too.
Yeah.
The training styles that you use.
Yeah.
So you were telling me, so you start, so tell me how you start usually when you have a client.
So typically, like if someone comes to me that has like zero experience in the gym, I try to establish a foundation with the compound movements first, like squatting, bench pressing, rowing, pull down, overhead press, whether it be barbell or dumbbell, I just try to get them to perfect their movement patterns first. Once they're moving well, they know how to activate their core for the compound movements, and they're able to perform it safely, then I start pushing the intensity, right? I try to get them to do more weight or do more reps with the same weight they did the week before. And then from there, from the compound movements, I like to move to isolation exercises. And typically, once they're a little bit more advanced, right, they're familiar with the exercise, they have a good established foundation, I start working on their strength, right? So I try to get them, and what do I mean by strength training? So I want them to do as much weight as possible with good technique where they're failing anywhere between the 3 to 6 rep range, right?
Right.
And then from there, once we do maybe like a week of strength training, I do another 2 weeks of like hypertrophy training. So what I mean by that, essentially the compound movements again, but they're going as heavy as possible while failing anywhere between the 8 to 15, maybe even 20 reps, right? And typically the higher rep ranges, I do it on things that doesn't require so much stabilization, like a leg press, or like isolation exercises like bicep curls, tricep extensions, lateral raises.
So not for compound movements, basically. Not for squats, deadlifts, or anything like that.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have someone go do 20 reps with barbell squats personally, or like barbell deadlifts.
Yeah.
You know, but for things like maybe the leg press or a squat machine, maybe like a leg extension machine, like isolation.
Yeah.
Yeah, anywhere. I like to get them to from anywhere between 10 to 20 reps.
Right.
Like that, right? These ones are more advanced once they know how to perform the movements correctly.
Damn, that's interesting. I love doing 15, 20 reps on the squat.
Barbell squats? That's tough. You got to.
That's a lot of blood that you're throwing into the quads.
Yeah.
And then once you're going to another set, you're gonna reach failure for sure.
Yeah.
Once you go, but again, this is why it's interesting to me because everybody, there's different styles. Mm-hmm. They all work, but everybody makes them work in different ways.
Yeah,
you know?
like I guess for the reason why for me is like because I competed in powerlifting for 5 years. So one thing that because you're training so heavy, you're more prone to injury. Like the heavier you go, the higher probability of you getting injured, right? So I guess like as a powerlifter, I have that mindset like, man, I think 15 reps is already too much, you know what I mean? I'd rather load up the weight a little bit and get a solid 10 to 12, or anywhere 6 to 12 heavy, while keeping good form.
Right.
But I mean, I'm open to it. I would be open to doing like a 20 rep squat. I've never done that. So.
Yeah, like I won't have any beginners do it or anything like that. But like me personally, I've seen, and you'll see bodybuilders. Tom Platz, he was a big fan of the squat, but he'll squat for reps. And if you're looking for your legs to grow, the legs, and that's again, this is bodybuilding. You're not gonna build more power out of it or anything like that. Mm-hmm. But hypertrophy, like just size, the volume on your legs, you're gonna put on a lot more mass when your rep ranges are a lot higher like that. You're pushing that much more blood in every 100%. Single set. And they still go heavy, don't get me wrong. You can grab something you think you can rep for 12, get a spotter, put yourself on the Smith, and figure out how to get 18.
Yeah.
And take a little bit longer in between and figure out how to get that 20. When you hit 20 reps with that heavy weight, but then you have a Smith or anything like that, the amount of blood that you push is gonna feel different.
Yeah.
But that's because I guess from my side, I've never focused much on power.
Right.
I focus more on the movement and how much tension can you maintain on that muscle for how many reps with how much, for a certain period amount of time, and then do it over and over and over again with proper form. And that's all I see, the squat to me is how much tension you can keep on your legs and keep coming up and down.
Right.
And failure is when your legs are about to give out on you, and then we'll catch you, re-rack,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's intense, man. I gotta try that.
Yeah.
Squatting, 20 rep squat, I've never done. I normally keep it the most like 15 reps on the squat,
Yeah.
And that's another thing, how strength training and hypertrophy go hand in hand, like you were telling me that, you know, if you have more size, you can move more weight, you know. And like I was saying, like, you know, if you have more strength, you have more potential to put on more size. But if you think about it, right, they both go hand in hand. Like when you have more strength, you have more potential to put on more muscle. And when you have more muscle, you have more potential to build more strength. You know? Because like at the end of the day, like mass moves mass, right? So
they definitely go hand in hand. The only thing and the only variable that I believe, I could be wrong, but from what I've seen, you know, in the years that I've been here with Sam and like seen bodybuilders and powerlifters and strongmen, you know, we've had strongmen here before. I do see that the style that you start training in and you focus on is gonna alter the way you look though. Because if you focus on power, you're gonna develop strength very quickly. Now the way your muscle looks is gonna develop not as fast, it's gonna be secondary. It's gonna be a little bit slower. Right. When you focus on hypertrophy, the look is gonna come quicker. The size is gonna come quicker. Now the power may not come as fast. Somebody a little bit smaller with a little less muscle mass can actually push more than you if they power lift as opposed to you as a bodybuilder.
That's true.
But again, when it comes to bodybuilding, it's because we're trying to recruit every muscle fiber.
Right.
Whereas I feel, correct me if I'm wrong, powerlifting is more finding, you know, you gotta have the power, but leverages help you to get weight up.
Yeah.
In bodybuilding, you don't want leverages. You wanna put your muscle in a disadvantage into a stretch and then a contraction where no other muscle's trying to help it. Unless you're doing a bench press or anything like that, you have secondary, you know, muscles to help it, but you understand what I'm saying. It's more focused on, you know what, I want this to contract instead of I want that bar to sit low and then tell you to come up and then you're coming up and you're right.
Yeah, 100%. Like when it comes to powerlifting, you're trying to find the best leverage possible to pick up the most amount of weight, you know. But
like I've always found the bench interesting.
Yeah.
Because there'll be powerlifters, they bench a ton, but their chests don't look that crazy.
Right,
you know?
they have their arch like way up in the sky.
Yeah, and then you have bodybuilders that have a crazy chest like this, but their max is 500.
Yeah.
But again, it depends what you train for.
Right, exactly.
So that's pretty much what changes.
Yeah.
It's just a look.
Yeah. One thing like powerlifters can learn a lot from bodybuilders, and bodybuilders can learn a lot from powerlifters. You know, like as for me, one thing that like I was able to take from powerlifting, because now I'm focusing on bodybuilding, is like a lot of it's like technique. You know, like we try to maximize leverage, but there's still like certain fundamental aspects of lifting safely that you can get from powerlifting, like learning how to brace your core in the squat so you don't cave, like so you don't get crushed by the bar.
Yeah.
Or learning how to keep your shoulders safe by like retracting your shoulder blades when you're pressing, you know. Things like that, you know, they can transfer over. And the same thing, like bodybuilders like can learn from powerlifters on how to put on more size, because like a lot of pure powerlifters don't understand that if they have more muscle on their frame, they can lift more weight, you know. So learning how to work on the higher rep ranges and push to those mental barriers, you know, to put on size.
That muscle endurance is gonna help you.
Right, that endurance will help to lift more weight, you know, when you have more size, you know. So definitely there's always something to learn from each other, you know. But yeah.
What else? Pet peeve. What's your gym pet peeve? Gotta ask you that one again. Yeah. I don't think I want to answer mine though.
So
I don't want to be hated.
Yeah, one of my biggest pet peeves in the gym, I'd say, is when I see people doing exercises incorrectly.
Oh, I thought you were gonna tell me the one that the headphone thing.
The headphone.
When they try to talk to you and you have headphones on.
Oh yeah, that's another one. So like if I'm in the zone, I have my game face on and I'm training hard. I hate being approached for a conversation. Like I'll be open to talk, I'm a nice guy, but I try to keep the conversation short just so I can get back to my workout. You know, that's probably one of my pet peeves. It's like someone cuts me off in the middle of my workout or right before I'm about to start a set.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, come on, man. Like I'm about to start a set. Can you wait after? Or, you know.
That was good. Put it back on and keep doing my leg extensions.
Yeah. Or you just like say hi, bye, and you just look away.
Dab them up and then look away.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's probably my biggest pet peeves. And also like technique, if I see someone like deadlifting incorrectly or like they're benching, like they're about to blow out their shoulders or something, like I'm like, man, I want to tell that person something, but
it's hard sometimes.
It's hard.
Though.
Yeah.
Because I see it all the time and I want to go tell them something, but then in my head I'm like, they probably think I'm the biggest asshole.
Yeah.
Trying to tell them that they're doing something wrong, but there's some people that are like, oh, thank you. I didn't know. I've gotten both responses though. So now that I kind of stay away depending on the vibe they give me.
Yeah, like in this gym, like for the most part, people are really cool here, you know. But like,
oh, they are. Oh, I'm gonna have to walk up to more people. Then.
Yeah, but you find like in LA Fitness, for example, or like any of these big like corporate gyms, if you correct someone, they'll be like, what do you know? Like, no, I like doing it this way, you know, or they're know-it-alls for the most part, you know. So
yeah, tell me you're fucking doing it wrong.
Yeah, bro. So,
you know, break your back doing it like that.
Yeah,
listen to me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What? Any other questions? Do you have any?
No, that's about it.
That's about it.
I think it's time to work out.
Time to train. Heck yeah, and
let's do it. We'll
yes.
have another Q&A. We'll have another Q&A coming up.
Yeah, for sure. And
you got to make sure this one recorded, that's all.
Yeah, this one's recording for sure. But yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions or any comments, just drop them down below in the comment section. Just click the like button. I'm gonna put my boy Hector's Instagram in the in the description down below. Just click every button you see, the like button, the subscribe, the bell, click it all, right? And thanks for watching. He's gonna
be coming out with some crazy content, so
yeah, that's the goal.
Stay tuned. You're gonna want to take notes.
That's the goal.
Some scientific shit coming out.
Hell yeah. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you guys later.